Hi everybody, Fernando here. Today I'm gonna show you 22 cool watches for men that you can find on Amazon under $500. Stick around. Thank you for stopping by on my video. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can get notifications on new videos. I am going to go over 22 watches that are under $500 and you can get it in Amazon. But I found these work extremely hard to do. Although I loved doing it and I spent almost 4 hours putting up this collection, but I had to make some agreements before I did this video. So first of all, if you're looking for replicas or homages watches, if you're looking watches that are similar to big brands, homages, I have a video about homages sold on Amazon, so you can click on my channel and you can see the watches there. However, I have two more homages here on this video. Another thing that I decided to do, if you want to go pretentious with a watch that costs less than $500, this is not the video for you. So if you're looking for something like this, don't. You can quit the video now. This is not about that. But I decided to go with two types of watches. One, it's the fun, playful, happy watch. That's less than $500. And the other one, it's the modern, cool, designed watch. So I guess I kind of try to do it. But another thing that happens to me that I have to know is that I spent a lot of time working with super luxury brands, super expensive watches. So I have an eye for watch that are more classical. So I have two here in this video that's not going to be as much classical, but most of them are going to be very classical. All right, and I'm going to start with my least favorite to my most favorites at the end. Okay, so I guess we can start. And I guess those watches are really useful. I was thinking about it, and if you're going to work, and if you're going to do like spend the day doing some charity, and if you have like a fast trip that you have to go over multiple cities, or if you're going to a poor country, I think those are very good options that you should wear instead of your favorite watch. So I'm gonna go over them. I'm very excited. I'm sorry that I'm speaking so much, and I'm gonna start. Remember, there are 22 watches, so I'm gonna start with the least favorites, but it had to be on the list. So it's gonna be the Mickey watch from Disney. I think this is the ones that one or two on this list have leather strap, but I think this one is kind of cool. It's very playful, kind of like this one. I would definitely wear it. Then the second one that I have here on my list would be the Casio, because this Casio it's a cheap watch, and the good thing special about this Casio is that this is the watch that Bill Gates showed up last year wearing. So everybody went nuts with this watch. So it's super unpretentious. It's a classic diver's watch, and I think it has a cool story about it. You know, it's Bill Gates' watch. So I definitely wanted to put this watch on my list. Number three, we have an ice watch, and I really like those. They have a classic submariner design from Rolex, but they're just playful and have different colors. So this one, number 3, is white, and I have also number 4 in black, and you have different colors as well. So just remember, I kind of noticed that all my selections are basically blue and black. So if you like one of those watches that I'm talking about here, you can click on the links below, and then click on the brands. You can see other colors as well. If you're looking for an orange watch or red watch, which I find cool too. But again, I'm trying to make it minimalistic and kind of modern, so I'm sticking mostly with black. Okay, so number five. Number five, we have this watch. Swatch is a brand that's really popular, but it's a brand that I respect because they do quality watches, and I really like the automatic watches. I'm not sure if this one is automatic. I'm gonna check it out, but I really like the moon formats, looking the mechanics of this watch. It's very classical, again, black, very minimalistic, and I just really like this watch. So I'm gonna put it here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with this watch. And number six. Number six, we have Raymond Well. Again, classic look, diver's look, rubber strap, so it's modern. Really like this one. I think it's a beautiful choice. It's a good brand. You don't see it like too popular, so that's one of the reasons that I really like it. It's a Swiss watch. So I definitely would wear this one. And then next one is a Tissot. Kind of look the same. You know, you notice that my style is gonna be black watches with a diver dial. This one also has rubber strap, so it's very modern. It's a very good looking watch, and you definitely will look very cool on it. The Tissot, another Tissot. Another same thing, classic look, no bunch of screens, black on black, black rubber again, and it's Swiss brand. Really like this one, find it charming. And then we're going to Sterling. Sterling, I am not sure how to pronounce this. They have some really beautiful watches. If you click on the link below and then go to the brands, click on the brands, you're gonna see their collections. They're really beautiful. They have beautiful watches. This one, again, it's a classic diver's watch with rubber strap. So I'm sorry, but I'm kind of going over the same model over and over again because those are the models that I find it really attractive and minimalist for 2020. But however, there are a few that are a little bit different. I'm gonna show you. So the next one, it's a Sterling. It's an homage for the Rolex GMT, the new model. They call it Batman because it's black and blue, and it even has the Jubilee bracelets. So it's almost a replica of the Rolex GMT new model, and it's beautiful. It's supposed to be on my homage video, but I don't know how we got in here, but I think it's a beautiful watch. But just gotta remember, you're wearing almost a replica of a watch when you're getting this one. So people are gonna look it from afar and they're gonna think you're wearing a Rolex, which is, this model is extremely rare and expensive. And then when they come look at you close, they're gonna see you're not wearing the Rolex. You're wearing a replica, almost a replica. Next up, we have another Sterling. This one looks like a lot like a Breitling homage. So I really like the stripes on the bracelets, but just be aware of something with these watches. A lot of these watches, not the ones that I'm putting on my selection, but the ones that I saw on Amazon, they're really, really big. So if you're buying this watch for a young man, for a teenager, maybe they don't have a wrist to wear a big watch. So I would not buy anything that's above 41 millimeters. I have women's wrists and I'm 39 years old, so I can't wear anything that's bigger than 41 that looks weird on my wrist. And I think this one, although I like this one, I think this one is 43 millimeters. So I check the diameter before you buy it, or just get the name of the watch and the brand and Google that name on wrist. So you're gonna see pictures of people wearing the watch. Maybe on Amazon, on the reviews, you can see people wearing the watch, and then you're gonna see if the watch is too big or not, based on the size of the arm of the person that's wearing. Okay, next up we have this Bulova, and I don't like Bulovas, and I try to keep this video away from all the brands that you see on outlets, because every time I go to the outlets and I go to those stores, that rebate stores, and I see a bunch of watches just throwing there, like begging you to buy me. Please buy me. I've been in fancy store for 2 years and nobody got me. Now I don't even have a case. My battery is running out. Please, it's only $19. Buy me. I hate those kind of watches. I think the brands do a terrible job letting their watches go to rebate stores. And I've seen a lot of Bulovas on rebate stores, so that's why I don't like Bulovas. But this one, I found it very beautiful, minimalistic, modern. I really like this model. Although it has a leather strap, I would try to give you a rubber strap because it's more modern and it's not as pretentious as a stainless steel diver's watch or a gold watch. So, but this one, I liked it. I decided to keep here. Next up, we have a watch that I really liked because it kind of looks like, I think it's a blank pan. I really like the way this watch was designed. But the one thing that I don't like about this watch is the name, Reef Tiger. What kind of name is that? But besides the name, I really like everything about this watch. I think it's gorgeous and it looks like an expensive watch. So I'll leave that on my list. Remember, links are below and you're gonna see the prices. Then I have one that's a little bit over the top. So it's a Luminox and it has a globe behind it and it has a bunch of numbers. But I think it's kind of cool. Just be aware of the size of this watch. It looks big. So if you're giving to a young man or to a teenager, I think it's gonna be too big on their wrist. But this is one of the over the top that I kind of like it. I think it's beautiful. Then we have the how was it called again? Shinobi. And this watch, I think it's gorgeous. And I was like, this is like an unpretentious watch, minimalistic watch that is just perfect. No brands. It's just something new. People get curious about. It's just beautiful. I really like this watch. Next up, we have the Break watch. It looks like a camera lens. So I think they are all made for photographers, but I really like that. It's beautiful. I don't like the bracelets. I would rather have the bracelets in rubber or silicone, but I think it's beautiful. I really like all the black design and it looks cool. Yeah, it looks cool. And it's also unpretentious. Next up, we have the Victorinox. Victorinox is a Swiss brand. Not very expensive, and they have this collection here. They have in stainless steel, in fabric, strap. It's really beautiful. I think it's definitely one that you should take a look. It's a quality brand, Swiss watch. This one is beautiful, very classic. I like the ones, of course, with the rubber strap. But you have other models on the website. Just click on the link below. And then I'm gonna go to one which is the Bmw M Motorsports. Not a fan of car watches, so I hate those Ferrari watches, Lamborghini watches. No, it's just stupid. But this one from BMW, I don't know why, I really like this watch. Again, be careful not to buy a big one. But when I saw this watch, it just stopped and I said, well, that's a sporty watch that looks very cool. Not one of my favorites, but kind of like it. Now I'm going to the top 4, and these are my favorites. So these are one that I select for the last. So get ready. So the last 4 ones I have is the D1 Milano. This is a brand that I love. It's probably from Italy because it's D1 Milano. And they have very cool watches. A lot of their watches are over $500, but I found this one below $500 that I really like. And it's just a beautiful minimalistic watch they have in different colors. and I think that's an excellent choice because I don't like things that are very popular. You kind of notice that if you've been watching my videos. So this one I think is like one of the perfect choices. It's cool, it's different, nobody knows about. It's Italian, so Italian design, and it's just minimalistic, modern, simple. I love this watch. The other one that I found yesterday, I never heard about this brand, but the design caught my eyes a lot because it looks like a Audemars Piguet skeleton. It's the Age Loser, and never heard of it. I think it's very beautiful. It's automatic, but it's a little bit above $500. So I saw two sellers, one selling for 520, the other one is selling for 540. But I decided to put it there because it's just beautiful. It looks like Audemars Piguet, like one of the most expensive royal oaks. So decided to put it here. So almost there. We're close to the last one. So the other one that I have is the Siga design, and I have this watch because I think they did such a good job launching this watch in the United States. I think they ran an Indiegogo campaign, and I was talking to my supplier, my Chinese supplier, about this watch, and he was like, "Oh, this watch is like, it's huge here. It's selling so well here." I said, "Really?" "Yeah, you can find it anywhere." I said, "Really?" He said, "You know what? I'm gonna give you one in your birthday." So he sent me one of these watches on my birthday. I think it's like super cheap on China, but he sent it to me, and I love this watch. It looks like Richard Mille homage because it's a rectangular watch with all the mechanical workings showing up there. It has leather and rubber strap, so you can change. So I really like this watch. It's one of my favorites. I think it looks so cool on any wrist. This one is the newest model. It's in black. I like this one better than the one in stainless steel. But yeah, so I think this watch is pretty cool. So it's among the top one. And now for the winner, the best watch below $500 that I can recommend to you. It's the Apple Watch Series 6. Of course, I'm wearing one, not wearing the Series 6, but that's why I had to leave this one for the last. This one is amazing because it has cellular chip, and I think it measures also blood oxygen. So I think this one is like perfect. The thing that I hate about Apple Watch is that people, when I wear an Apple Watch like they're wearing a super advanced computer, so they receive a bunch of alerts and they look at the watch to see the alerts and they open apps on the watch. That's not what Apple really wanted in the first place. So what I suggest you to do if you're gonna get the Apple Watch, to remove all the notifications, just leave the really important ones, and just use the Apple Watch like you're not wearing any watch. Just use it to monitor your health. And then you open the app to do your exercise every day, and you just close that app. But just don't use it like a computer. Just pretend you're not wearing any watch. All right. Just remember a few steps before you go to Amazon and buy the watch that you're looking for under 500. First of all, be careful with the sizing. Don't get sizes that are too big. Remember that don't be pretentious about your watch. People are not gonna look at your watch and think you're rich with a watch that costs less than 500. So don't be pretentious about it. Number 3, remember, the minute that you buy a watch that costs less than 500, you're not gonna be able to sell it again. There's no market for it. So it's a watch that if you open it, if you return it, it doesn't have any other value. And finally, those watches most likely are not gonna be working in the next 5 years. You're gonna break it, something odd is gonna happen, it's gonna start to get rusty, but some of them will. So like for example, the Apple Watch, I think it could last more than 5 years. The Victorinox would definitely last more than 5 years. Let me see what else could last more than the Chisos, would last, the Raymond well, the Swatch. Those are what the Casio. So those are what's they're most likely to last more than 5 years. All right. So I hope you like this video. I have more videos on watches. I'm actually doing a video from watches from $500 to $1,000. And also, like I said, I have the videos on the homage watches on their selling on Amazon. So hope you like this video. Stick around and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.